CHICKEN. Use the code CHICKEN in the shop. CHICKEN. Use the code CHICKEN in the shop.
Guys, the chicken is here, back today with another Boom Beach video. In today's video, guys, we have done it. We have done it. Without further ado, let's get this bad boy out. Front and center course on our base. We have the top 500 global trophy, guys. We did finish the season. Wow, look at that. My God, that was stressful. So we'll go over what we're gonna talk about today is basically some of the stuff behind the scenes on what happened to be able to get this. Just some general tips and tricks that I've learned. I learned a lot this season. I'm gonna stretch this out and do a few videos to hopefully make sure that everyone's able to get onto their respective leaderboards and the global leaderboard as well. So I'm gonna talk about everything that I did, and some other stuff. And yeah, so guys, as always, make sure you're using the code CHICKEN in the shop, or you can also support the channel by becoming a channel member. And for the channel members, and yeah, for the channel members, we have a Discord server, which I'll bring up right here. So you can join this Discord server, and if you are a channel member, then you get 24/7, 365, within reason, access to the chicken to just chat or ask Warship questions. We'll help you out with your tech tree, everything like that. So make sure that you join that below. You can just join the Discord server too. There's a link to that in the description as well. But yeah. And, of course, for the code users, there's the giveaway at the end of every 2 months. We give away $100 worth of free instant training, which is, you know, #1 bar and away what you're going to need to be able to have the chance to compete in Warships. All the tips that I get into are going to be assuming that you have instant training. So make sure that you have that if you're signed up. And then, you know, if you don't want to do any of those things, which is totally cool, you can just simply subscribe and watch the videos, and we'll keep you up to date on everything. So, first off, let's take a look at the leaderboard here. So, first thing I did when I woke up this morning, I checked the game. I scrolled all the way to the bottom. I was kind of like, oh my God, because I was looking and I didn't see my name, and I didn't see my name, and I didn't see my name, and because I was like 350, I think, when I went to bed, which was only 6 hours, 7 hours left in the season, something like that. So by the time I got up, I was scrolling. I was like, oh my God, we got bumped out, because I'm seeing all these guys, you know, that's like 24 is way up here. But we were just able to sneak our way in. So we got in by, what was the last place guy? We got in by 4 stars. Now, this is even crazier because I parked initially about a week and a few days ago, and I was at 24 and 14. Actually, my best for this season was, if we bring up the task force one, I can look at my profile. Yeah, my highest rank this season was actually 24 and 45. So from there, I fell to 24 and 14. And then I was looking at it, and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to call it here, and I parked super early. Now, I'm not going to do that next season. I only did that because I wanted to secure the trophy for the first time. You know, that was very important to me to be able to get that. But, yeah, so I'm not going to do that again going into next season. I'm not going to park early. It did make it, you know, I felt like the content suffered a little bit. And that is very important to me. Obviously, you know, being a YouTuber, I want to have, you know, good, fun, interesting videos for everyone to watch. And it's harder to do that. It's not that the videos become, you know, less helpful or anything. It's just, it makes it a little bit harder to do that if I'm parked myself. So it's kind of more, I'm just giving you guys general tips and stuff that I'm not technically putting into practice myself. So that part I didn't really like. But I mean, other than that, you know, it ended up working out. And it got super grindy, and there wasn't a ton of options towards the end of the season anyway, so there wasn't too much in-depth stuff that we were really able to help you guys out with. So that aside, yeah, so, you know, and then I started playing again after I parked for those 2 days. I made a video on this. We fell all the way to 23, and I believe it was 23 and 18, and I didn't have any effective tech, right? I'd held my chest for 2 days at this point, so I was really behind. So we somehow grinded our way back up to 24.9. Then I parked it right there again. I was like, okay, I'm not touching this again. You know, we're going to be right on the edge of what everyone's thinking, what's going to be the cutoff for the top 500, which is exactly what happened. So it was the right choice to park when we did, but my God, that was stressful. Every hour on the hour, I was checking it. I was seeing what that last kind of, because basically what you do is you look and you see what the guy in the 500th spot is, and then you check back in a few hours, and then you're just looking at the star count, right? So you can see, like, say in 5 hours it moves up 2 or 3 stars. It's like, okay, it's not moving that fast. You can do the math from there and time it out. But on the last day, it was moving up like crazy. Like, it went from 23, I don't know what it was, 23.27, I think, the night before. And then I woke up and it was like 23.50. And I was like, okay, maybe there was just like, one period where a lot of people were pushing, but it went from 23.50, went to 23.80, got up to like 23.95 before I went to bed. I was like, oh, no, there's no way. I honestly didn't think we were going to get it. So, I mean, we finished out in the top 17 in Canada. So that was cool, but yeah, just happy to get the trophy, of course. So the biggest tips that I can go over to talk about for this, guys, was simply just don't play randomly. That's the worst mistake that I always made in the past. Don't play at random times when you're not winning. Don't play just for the sake of playing. Play after you unlock something that's good, that not a lot of other people have, or that's just, gets you up to standard. Then push. As soon as you start to lose a bit, stop, and then hang it up till the next day. That's it. It's cool because it doesn't take a lot of time. I actually played Warships a little bit less this season outside of the parking than I typically do. That's the biggest thing. It can't be stressed enough to have the right tech path. You have to have the correct tech path. If you go off and you make different decisions based on nothing, then that's going to cost you your season. If you are trying to make a leaderboard push or anything like that. So it's very, 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 the most important thing is that you're unlocking the right thing and you're pushing at the right time. Essentially, nothing else really matters. You got to play well, but you got to play within your window and you have to have the right tech. Otherwise, nothing else really matters. Sitting at 4 to 4 chests is not ideal, so typically you don't want to do that. You want to push right out of the gates. It's all about tech. It's just all about tech. That's the biggest thing that this all comes down to. It's all about just getting out and getting up early, and then stopping, waiting, getting your keys, getting your rank chests. The biggest thing is rank chests. If you're able to push forward and get rank chests, it gives you more keys than the people behind you, which is something that people don't like to talk about, but it is 100% true. It's 150% true that these guys at the top, let's talk about the star reset next. So these guys at the top, right here, and shout out to Cactus. Cactus is a good guy. He's an incredibly skillful player, hands down the best Boom Beach player probably that's ever lived, honestly. He gets number 1 in Crab, he gets number 1 in Warships. I don't know about victory points, I don't follow that leaderboard. I'm sure he's on there if he wants to be. But these guys at the top, I'm not going to call anyone out specifically, but just in general, getting the rank chests and getting that early tech and being able to push when nobody else can, that is what pushes people ahead. The star reset was good. I want to say it was good. It was a step in the right direction. But the biggest thing that they need to do, if they're going to keep everyone in the same, if they're going to keep it standard, they need to put locks on ranks earlier. Put a lock on diamond. Don't just put a lock on legendary. Like, these guys have so many keys and they're already so far ahead at that point. You need to put a lock. I don't know how to do it exactly, but you need to put a lock on diamond. You need to put a lock on like every 3. But you can't keep doing it because then everyone's just going to be stuck together the whole time. But I think a great way to kind of level the playing field would be to put that lock on the diamond rank, because then these guys are getting way out in ahead, getting all these rank chests. And that's something that I did last season. That's something I was able to take advantage of. And it was great. It put me ahead of everybody. I was, top 100 for basically the entire season. Until I parked, and then I fell. But it was just because I got that early tech and I got those rank chests, and because of the start reset, because it held some people back a little bit. Now, in the same sense, let's take a look at the leaderboard too. So we have a lot of the same names. It's Cactus, it's the Chinese, it's Derek, it's Aries, it's Big Bear. A lot of these guys that are typically always there. Alex, Zoo. Mr. Petrick, Mr. Peter, I think those are all the same guys, the Peters. A lot of these guys are always here. Now, that being said, there was still a tech advantage at the beginning of this season, although it was reduced a lot. There was still a way to get out up and early, and the best players had that, right? So, you make the argument, is it skill, is it tech? It's not very much tech this season to get going. It was definitely more skill involved. But once you get out and you get up and you get past that, like, here's the wall of everyone fighting here. If you're able to kind of break through and start to get those chests, like, there's only like some people getting them, you know what I mean? That's what propels you forward. That's what you have to focus on. That's what you have to do everything to be able to get to push you ahead. And the guys that say that the star reset did not help or fix anything, they're lying, because it did. It absolutely did, and Chicken is proof of that. Now, yeah. Now, I guess I'll say this at the end of the video where no one's going to see it, but I saw a lot of people talking. I saw a lot of people talking, and I saw everything. I heard everything. I saw everything. I watched everything. I saw you, and, I'm not going to name any names. That's not, that's not what I do. I try to build up the Boom Beach community. I try to make it a good place for everyone. I try to make it fun. I try to make it entertaining. I try to make it informative. I try to do the best that I can in everything that I do. I do not sit here and try to tear people down and say what they're doing sucks and that they suck and don't watch them and this guy's an idiot and this guy's a jerk. I don't sit here and do that because that's stupid. That doesn't help anybody, right? That just makes people mad. Why would I want to sit up here and make people mad? So I saw you, I heard you, look at the final results. That's all I got to say. Guys, as always, thank you so much for watching. That is going to wrap it up for the video today. Make sure to leave a like if you found it interesting, entertaining, or informative, and we'll see you next one. Guys, chicken out. Back.